Hello, Internet. I'm Steve Vongiano, and welcome to the Vongiano Report Predicament. This is the only place on the internet where you can get the real news about the lying mainstream media. For example, Wall Street Journal. Their crossword puzzle is too damn hard. Glad to be back. Ugh. No, I haven't released a video in a while. Sorry about that. Turns out I got COVID. They told me I got the coronavirus. I was like, listen, call me when it's the Bud Light Lime virus. I laughed. The lady in front of me at Walgreens did not, and I do hate women. The doctor said I had something called COVID-43, light years ahead of its time. Apparently, it's kind of like if COVID and the swine flu had sex and then had a baby, and then the swine flu, who is the man in this scenario, got cucked by the bubonic plague. Crazy stuff happening in my body. Viruses just fucking each other and nutting all over my lymph nodes. Don't care for it. I started sneezing what looks like blood, only purple. I'm told it's either my pancreas liquefying or potentially some bad radishes I ate. And so I put all my trust in my most respected health professional, who is, of course, Joe Rogan. Well, my uncle, but he listens to a lot of Joe Rogan. He does not do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but he does have a mistress named Jiu-Jitsu. She might be Brazilian. I cannot tell with all the face tattoos. He put me on a very strict diet of only horse meat, which makes sense because if horse meat kills the virus, why not just go right to the source? Duh. Also, he refuses to cook it. He said it's going to help my stomach's immune system, so I've just been eating bowl after bowl of raw damn horse. And now 6, 7, maybe 9 days later, I do not know how time works. I am right as rain and ready to tell the goddamn truth. All that time on the couch and on the toilet, shitting in both locations, gave me an opportunity to catch up on some TV. First thing I watched, all of Young Sheldon. And let me tell you something. He could be younger. But the big thing I watched, something called Netflix. I don't know about you, not to brag, but I have Netflix. I have a Netflix login. The TV in the living room has a Netflix login. I do not have my own profile yet. I will get one soon, and I will finish season 5 of Grace and Frankie. You do not fucking worry. But I learned today, apparently some people out there are mad at Netflix. Now, these people are trans, so they're already pretty mad because they have to shop exclusively at Lane Bryant. But they're also mad because Netflix put up a special by Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, star of Chappelle's Show, Key and Peele, and Inside Amy Schumer, is a huge star in the world of stand-up comedy. Dave Chappelle, one of the good blacks, is easily the most famous non-Jewish stand-up comedian in America today. Now, stand-up comedy, a concept I was previously unaware of, is apparently what Larry the Cable Guy does. And it's ironic they call it stand-up because he has a stool on stage the entire time. He won't sit on it, though, because that's lazy, and being lazy is for the libs. Stand-up comedy is a great art form. You get up on stage, you talk into a microphone, you do some, ethnic accents, you call your penis a pilly packer. It's a lot of fun. But the most powerful people in America, crying 19-year-olds with Phoebe Bridgers t-shirts, are trying to end stand-up comedy. George Carlin, dead. Milton Berle, dead. Jerry Seinfeld, dead. Bill Cosby, in jail briefly. Jimmy Fallon, still alive. And whose goddamn fault is that? I'll tell you who. It's the goddamn social justice warriors. These feminists and trans feminists, or triminists as I call them, are trying to cancel Dave Chappelle just because he dared to tell the truth in his last special. And guess what? I'll say it too. Men are men. Women are women. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. But the supposed party of facts and science and having a library card can't even accept this basic biological reality. And also, if anyone could be whatever gender they want, can I just identify as a guy with like a slightly bigger penis? Not even like maybe like an inch more length, nothing crazy, but like way girthier. You know what I'm saying? And I hear what y'all are saying in the chat in between posting your OnlyFans links and then just writing down the names of film producers inside of 3 parentheses. I hear what you're saying. You're like, Steve, you can't just focus on all these culture war issues like trans rights or the Girl Ghostbusters movie. Honestly, it came out like 6 years ago. You can get it for $2.99 at a DVD bin at Walmart. It's not a big deal. Let me tell you, first off, I nailed that audition, and I would have been amazing as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the Proud Boys. That would have been great. But also, these culture war issues are foundational to America. We all know how to handle every other issue in America, okay? For example, the economy. No one pays any more taxes, and we pay for the military by putting Nabisco advertisements on planes. Immigration. Just a bunch of words I can't say on YouTube, and then I cock a gun repeatedly. We all agree on these issues. But something like putting Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill, that just gives the whole game away, quite frankly. It's the kind of thing that's complicated. It pisses everybody off. I mean, for example, right-wingers, okay? We don't want these blatant progressive politics just being put into our favorite pastime of counting money. And left-wingers have never had $20. Trans people are an issue like that because it affects our children. Can you honestly tell me tonight, when you look down on your innocent grandchildren, you can imagine a world they live in where they don't know if their teacher has a nice, juicy, thick, hard dick or a gaping open, wet pussy? What kind of fucking anarchy is that? We need to teach sex education at home and also not at all. So these feminists, they want to oppress these little children. They want to tell little boys they have to sit down to pee. And they have to tell little girls they have to stand up to poop. And then here comes Dave Chappelle, a noble, truth-telling philosopher, as long as he's not talking about reparations, to put everybody in their place. You know what? I could talk about it all I want, but let's just watch it. Let's put on a clip of Dave's new special, Triggered AIDS Holocaust.
I'm big-boned. I'm heavy structure. I'm hung low. If I pull my shit out, this whole room get dark. Kick it! You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
As you can tell, he said nothing offensive, but a number of things that were, quite frankly, hilarious. Now, I do wish he had done his signature, you might be a redneck if bit, but artists need to grow and change. I get it. You can't just play the hits. I respect the artistic integrity, but he didn't say anything that should have offended anybody over anything. Dave Chappelle is attacked just for saying gender exists. And Netflix, the same company that put out the disgusting pornography of Cuties and Boss Baby 2 back in the family business, they have the gall to not even stand up and pour hot oil on all these protesters like I have repeatedly requested. In fact, just because a few Netflix employees decided to walk out on the job and also refuse to participate in the Secret Santa program that Deborah put a lot of work into, so maybe show some gratitude, Netflix has removed every single Dave Chappelle special from their platform. They also removed every other piece of content from their platform. And also, it turns out, my producer Nancy Mom just forgot to pay for Netflix, and so we weren't getting it. You gotta pay for it, Mom. You gotta pay for it. So yeah, people are still mad at Dave Chappelle for some reason. And they're out there censoring him, aka being mad at him on Twitter, and they should not be allowed to do that. You gotta stop being mad at people. It's dumb. What you gotta do is you gotta sit down, you gotta clean your room, but you're still sitting down. Don't get up. You stay in that chair. You clean the whole room in your chair. Then when you're done, can finally have a kiss from daddy. Oh, and did I mention Dave Chappelle is a black man? Now, I don't know if you liberals could stop focusing on race long enough to even notice it, but he is a proud and open black man. They are easily the second most oppressed group, maybe even third. It definitely goes white men on top. White Christian men, absolutely most oppressed group. Then white women might get it, but they kind of deserve it, quite frankly. Then we go black men. Then, maybe Mexicans? I don't know. I think they're all given like taquerias, but they're still pretty oppressed. Asians, pretty low, actually. They're doing okay. Where are the Jews at? Let me look it up here. Jews. Oh, well, they're top of the list, I guess. So, I don't know. More research is necessary. So what are we going to do now that the libs are coming after the comedians, the court jesters of the modern world? And much like the court jesters of old, sometimes they overstep the line, but that's important in the telling of truth. And also, like the court jesters of old, sometimes they pray to be beheaded because they have dysentery. The answer? I'll tell you the answer. Here's how we get them. Here's how we beat these radical communist Democrats. We all got to start doing stand-up comedy. I'll go first. I have a couple jokes I wrote right here. Here's the first one. Let me give myself some applause here. Let's do that again. Come on stage. Hey, where's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing tonight? Let me tell you, any gay people here? Any gay people here? Get the fuck out. Then I do 20 minutes about how women need to be washing their pussy. And then here is the final joke. It's a good one. Hey, I know a lot of folks are out there talking about this Squid Game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the real Squid Game is me trying out this expired seafood in my fridge. Turns out I am opening for Jordan Peterson. All right, so I got that ahead of me. In the meantime, like and subscribe on YouTube, and please, 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 let me have your Netflix password. I think producer mom is going to cut me off pretty soon.
Shut up and sit down.